In the dead of night, when the world seemed to hold its breath, you heard it, a whisper that sliced through the silence like a blade. Your name, it said, clear as thunder in your soul. Not just any voice, but one that carried the weight of eternity. You bolted upright in bed, heart pounding, sweat beading on your forehead. Was it a dream, or had Jesus just called your name? The room spun, shadows dancing like demons on the walls. You clutched the sheets, whispering a prayer, but deep down, you knew this was no hallucination. A blessing was coming, but what if it arrived wrapped in terror? You'd always been a skeptic, raised in a world of science and doubt. Church was for Sundays you skipped, God a distant myth. But that night, everything shattered. The voice echoed again, louder this time. Listen, child. The storm is here. You froze. Outside, the wind howled unnaturally, trees bending as if in agony. Lightning cracked the sky, illuminating your room in flashes that revealed, what? A figure at the window. No, impossible. You rubbed your eyes, but the dread coiled tighter in your gut. What blessing could come from this nightmare? Little did you know, this was just the beginning, a divine message that would drag you through hell to reach heaven. Morning came like a reluctant thief, stealing away the darkness but leaving the chill. You stumbled to the mirror, expecting bags under your eyes, but your reflection stared back with unnatural clarity. Your name, scrawled in fog on the glass. How? You hadn't breathed on it. Panic surged. Jesus. You muttered, half mocking, half desperate. The fog vanished instantly, as if erased by an invisible hand. Your phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number, the blessing is coming. Prepare. Who sent it? No caller ID, no trace. You deleted it, but it reappeared. Suspense gripped you, was this a prank, or God's message today? You rushed out, the city streets buzzing with oblivious life. But something felt off, people glanced at you strangely, as if they knew your secret. A homeless man on the corner locked eyes and rasped, he called you, didn't he? The name bearer. You stopped dead. How could he know? What do you mean? You demanded, voice trembling. He grinned toothlessly. Blessings don't come easy. They come with fire. As he spoke, a gust of wind whipped up, carrying whispers that sounded like your name repeated over and over. You fled, heart racing. This wasn't coincidence, it was a hunt, and you were the prey. At work, the ordinary crumbled. Your boss called you into his office, face pale. I had a dream about you last night, he said, avoiding your gaze. You were standing in light, but surrounded by shadows clawing at you. And a voice said, your name. Shock hit like a punch. You laughed it off, but inside, suspense built like a storm cloud. Was everyone hearing it? During lunch, your best friend texted, weird dream, dude. Jesus mentioned you by name. Said a blessing's on its way. You dropped your fork. The cafeteria spun. God's blessings. Or a cosmic joke turning sinister. Evening fell, and the voice returned, this time in your earbuds as you jogged. Static crackled, then, I am with you. But the enemy knows your name too. You ripped them out, but the words lingered. Home felt unsafe now, every creak a threat. You barricaded the door, but sleep evaded you. Dreams assaulted instead, visions of a man on a cross, blood dripping, eyes piercing yours. Your name is called for glory, he said, but then darkness swallowed him, and you woke screaming. A blessing coming. It felt like a curse unfolding, layer by shocking layer. The next day, the suspense escalated. You found an old Bible in your drawer. How did it get there? Flipping open, your eyes landed on John 10:3. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. Chills raced down your spine. Was this you? A sheep led to slaughter or salvation? You slammed it shut, but a knock echoed at the door. No one there, just a package on the stoop. Inside, a pendant with your name engraved, and a note, wear it. The blessing approaches. Unknown sender. You hurled it away, but it landed open, glowing faintly. Magic, miracle, or madness. Driven by fear, you sought answers. The local church loomed like a sentinel. Inside, the pastor greeted you warmly, but his eyes widened. You've been called, he whispered. Jesus speaks names when blessings are imminent. But trials come first. He shared stories, people whose names were whispered before life-changing events. One man heard it before winning the lottery, another before surviving a crash. But some vanished. The enemy fights hard, he warned. Suspense thickened. Was your blessing worth the risk? As you left, rain poured, and in the puddles, your name reflected endlessly. Nights blurred into torment. The voice grew insistent. Rise, for your blessing is at hand. But what blessing? Wealth, love, or something eternal? You researched online, forums buzzing with similar tales. God messaged today. He called my name, then my cancer vanished. Jesus whispered mine, I found my lost child. But darker threads heard my name, then shadows followed. Help. Your pulse raced. Were you next for miracle or menace? One midnight, the climax struck. Alone in bed, the room temperature plummeted. Breath visible, you heard footsteps, heavy, deliberate. Who's there? You croaked. No answer, but the door creaked open on its own. A silhouette filled the frame, radiating light and shadow intertwined. I have called your name, the figure intoned, voice like rolling thunder. Jesus. Or imposter. Suspense peaked, you couldn't move. A blessing is coming, but you must choose. Choose what? The figure extended a hand, palm scarred. Follow, or flee. Trembling, you reached out. Touch ignited visions, your life flashing, mistakes, pains, joys. Then future glimpses, a family, purpose, peace amid chaos. But interspersed, trials, losses, battles. This is your blessing, the voice said. Not ease, but strength. Not riches, but redemption. Shockwaves hit, it wasn't material gain, but spiritual awakening. God's message today, you were named for a reason, called to impact a broken world. As dawn broke, the figure faded, leaving warmth in your chest. The whispers ceased, replaced by quiet assurance. You stepped outside, world anew. Strangers smiled knowingly, perhaps they heard their own calls. The homeless man nodded approval. You chose well. Life shifted, opportunities arose, relationships mended. But the suspense lingered in quiet moments. What if you'd fled? Months passed, the story unfolding like a divine script. You shared your tale, inspiring others. Jesus called my name, you'd say, watching eyes widen. Blessings flowed, not in gold, but grace. Yet, one night, the voice returned softly, well done. But more names wait. Shocking realization, you were now the messenger. In the tapestry of faith, your thread wove brightly. God's blessings aren't always gentle, they crash like waves, suspenseful and transformative. If you listen now, perhaps you'll hear it, your name, whispered on the wind. A blessing is coming. Are you ready?